Good, happy Thursday morning. It is Thursday, July 14, 2022. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Thursday morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Let's get started right now. First up, arrest made in connection with Winchester suspicious death investigation. Let's take a listen to that video from Wmur News 9.
A new experience is coming to New Hampshire, filled with excitement. A new destination, a place to experience tradition, experience cutting-edge innovation, experience history. The new 6-hour Experience Center.
We are awaiting more information from the AG's office, but right now we do know that police are investigating a suspicious death at a home here in the Winchester community. Now, state police were parked outside of the scene earlier today. You can see yellow tape wrapped around the yard. A truck sitting in the driveway had a large hole through the driver's side window. Right now, police aren't saying much about the investigation, but as we learn more tonight, we will bring that to you as soon as we get it. Live in Winchester, Marissa Tansino, Wmur News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Investigators conducting ground search off Route 112 in connection with Wmur's disappearance. Let's take a listen to that video from Wmur News 9.
Hi, I'm former Governor John Lynch.
And I'm Alex Ray from the Common Man Restaurant.
As the war in Ukraine rages on, the plight of refugees is grim.
I just returned.
This is simply going back and looking at some areas that have already been searched before. This is something we do in a lot of our cases.
Attorney Strelzin says they typically don't notify the public, but in this case, the search was so large it would raise public curiosity or alarm. So a release went out. The family was notified first.
I'm just so happy. I mean, I'm nervous, but you know, this is big news for the investigation.
The teams walked into the woods in a line, fanning out, poking into the brush. Dogs were used in this search operation as well.
The goal is to cover ground that had been previously covered, but to do a more extensive search. Obviously, the hope with any of these searches is to find any evidence that might be relevant to this case.
Officials say there is no new information that prompted the operation. Maura's family says they are guarded but optimistic. Fred Murray has been unrelenting in his effort to keep this investigation active.
He's hopeful. I mean, this is all that a family like mine could ask for, that the investigative team is investigating. Our biggest fear is that Maura becomes a file in a cabinet, and the fact that they're out there on the ground, boots on the ground, doing the search, just brings a huge smile to my face, and I don't care if my dad's not smiling. I'm going to make him smile today.
The search for Maura Murray has garnered international attention for nearly 2 decades. Tonight, Julie Murray and her father, Fred, say they're hopeful that this might finally bring this case to a resolution. In Woodstock, Amy Cavino, Wmur News 9.
And back in January, the FBI created a violent criminal apprehension profile for the Maura Murray case. The profile is designed to help multiple jurisdictions and agencies share information in the investigation. If you have any information about the case, you are asked to contact the New Hampshire Cold Case Unit. You'll find a link on our website and mobile app.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Woman charged with vehicle homicide in crash that killed New Hampshire woman at Massachusetts family farm stand. Let's take a listen to that video from Wmur News 9.
A new experience is coming to New Hampshire, filled with excitement. A new destination, a place to experience tradition, experience cutting-edge innovation, experience history. The new 6-hour Experience Center.
This morning, authorities are identifying the woman killed in a crash at her family's farm on the North Shore. The Essex District Attorney's Office says 47-year-old Susan Sforza Nico died when a car suddenly accelerated rapidly backwards, crashing into a farm stand in Newbury. A 57-year-old man and an 8-year-old girl were also hit and taken to the hospital with serious injuries. Police say the driver has not been charged.
Of course, the driver is very distraught. Everyone's cooperating with the investigation. The driver is cooperating with the investigation.
A post on the Byfield Greenhouse Facebook page says the farm stand, greenhouse, and garden center will be closed until further notice due to a family tragedy. Local and state police are investigating the cause of the crash.
Okay, there you go on that video and that report. Question remain after false alarm sounds at Seabrook Station nuclear plant. Let's take a listen to that video from Wmur News 9.
A new experience is coming to New Hampshire, filled with excitement. A new destination, a place to experience tradition, experience cutting-edge innovation, experience history. The new 6-hour Experience Center.
Around 10:30 yesterday morning, 9 of the 121 emergency sirens within 10 miles of the Seabrook Power Station were activated, telling people to go inside, close windows, and tune to local radio. But the lack of information on the radio was one of the first signs for local emergency managers that this was a mistake.
We also have a internet-based learning system for communicating, and nothing was on that as well. So that told us immediately that something wasn't adding up.
By 11 o'clock, the Rockingham County Sheriff's Office was able to confirm that there was no emergency and the alert was sent in error. Local police departments followed with their own notifications to the public. Official confirmation from the State Department of Safety first posted on Facebook at 11:42, more than an hour and 10 minutes after the alarm sounded. The state telling News 9 in a statement, quote, "The plant did not immediately notify the department that this was an inadvertent activation. As soon as we learned it was, our Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Management took action to inform the public." The operator of the Seabrook plant would only tell News 9 it's investigating how the mistake happened, and the state is promising a comprehensive review. Emergency managers in towns along the seacoast are also reviewing their response.
Sure, like in anything that happens very rarely, there'll be some lessons learned.
Well, this is also a reminder that people along the seacoast need to be prepared for a real emergency at the Seabrook plant. The state has a website with information on preparing an emergency kit, how to get free potassium iodide, and where people should go to evacuate if told to do so.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Dairy man killed in Massachusetts during storm. Let's take a listen to that video from Wmur News 9.
A new experience is coming to New Hampshire, filled with excitement. A new destination, a place to experience tradition, experience cutting-edge innovation, experience history. The new 6-hour Experience Center.
Well, tonight, we're learning that a dairyman was killed in Lenox, Massachusetts during last night's severe storms. Police say 56-year-old Darren Cawthron was driving a Ford F-150 around 5:20 last night when a large tree fell onto his truck. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Although it does appear to be weather-related, the cause of the crash is still under investigation.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. New Hampshire health officials report no new COVID-19 deaths for a third day in a row. New Hampshire health officials reported no new COVID-19 related deaths for a third day in a row. The number of deaths since the start of the pandemic has remained at 2,604. Health officials announced 229 new known COVID-19 cases on Wednesday, bringing that total number since the start to the pandemic to 334,845. According to New Hampshire Hospital Association, 86 people in the hospital has tested positive for COVID-19, up by 3 from Tuesday. Of those 86 people, 22 are specifically being treated for COVID-19, also up by 3 from Tuesday. Doctors are keeping an eye on BA.5 and Omicron sub that appears to spread more easily than previous variants and is spreading in the United States. Man found fatally shot inside pickup truck on Washington Bridge. A 41-year-old man was found fatally shot inside his red pickup truck on the Washington Bridge Wednesday night. The victim was found inside his custom Dodge truck, found crashed into the guardrail on the eastbound side of the bridge at around 10:40 p.m. He was shot in the left armpit and taken to St. Barbaria's Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. No arrests were immediately made. Detectives were investigating the circumstances of the shooting, including if he was shot before the crash or while he was driving. The Washington Bridge connects Washington Heights to the Bronx. And we will keep you updated as we get more information into the newsroom. And that does it for this morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, everyone, and goodbye.